Hey, are you here for your Nen test? The Nen types? Yes? Okay, let's set you up with that then, okay? I'll just need a little bit of information from you first. Can you give me your name, please? Yeah, you're just your full name. And your age? And all I need for this is your hunter license. If you could just give me your hunter license. Thank you. Okay. This looks good. I'll just have to write the date that you received it. Okay, so it hasn't been that long since you became a hunter, huh? Exciting stuff. Well, for this process to work as best as possible, I'd like to just give you some information at the start, if that's okay with you. So this process we do to determine your Nen type. I have the Nen types written right here, and I'll guide you through them, okay? So you don't have to worry about anything. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main Nen types, and you will fall into one of these, but I'll explain a little bit later that you're not, after we do determine which Nen type you fall into, it's not so set in stone. For example, if you are determined to be in one type, the ones adjacent will be easier for you to master as well, but it's just like, what is your natural talents? Where do your natural talents lie? That's what we're here to figure out, okay? So the first one is the enhancer. Okay? First one right up here, that's your enhancers. Okay, so these are people who strengthen their self or an object. Think of pure strength, either your body parts or an object of your choosing, right? Next we have the transmuters. The transmuters, so these change the quality of their aura. It can match something else. For example, changing your aura to be electricity, though that would be very dangerous for you if your body wasn't trained to handle electricity. So think of aura changing into something else. Okay, next up, conjurers. Conjurers. These guys, they can conjure or create objects from their aura. So very cool. Next, we have the emitters. These guys, they can detach their aura, like from their body, and for example, send it across a distance. And then this one, we have the manipulators. We have the manipulators, and these guys can control animate or inanimate objects, including people's minds, for example. And the last one down here, we have the specialist. We have the specialists down here. So these guys don't necessarily fall into any of the other types. They tend to be a little bit weird, off kilter, a little bit different. And so this category has all kinds of powers within it that wouldn't really fall into any other categories. Okay. Okay, so that's a little bit about the basic types. So how do we figure out what type of Nen user you are. That is the next thing we are here to do. So we will use the basic water divination test. I have some water here that I'll pour into this cup. Okay. And now that we have our water set up, next thing to do, put a little leaf here. And now I'll just show you what happens, for example, when I use my Nen next to this water, okay? So you'll release some Nen into it. Let's see if I can show you right here. Hopefully you can see this. If you can see, there was just some slight movements of the leaf. Very slight. We're not doing anything big right here. Doesn't have to be big, but movements, a slight movement of the leaf, that points to a manipulator. Okay? We'll get you to do this next. Okay? So we'll let the leaf settle in. Put it to the center. Okay. And now I would like for you to do the same thing. With your hands around the cup. Just release some Nen, okay? And I'll be waiting here. I can give you some explanations for the other ones. For example, if you are an enhancer, the water will overflow. If you are a conjurer, some specks might appear in the water, some impurities. As conjurers can conjure things. For the specialists, all kinds of weird things can happen with the leaf and the water. It's really anything. A manipulator, as we went over, moves the leaf. An emitter will change the color of the water. But let's see. Hopefully now it's done. There wasn't really any big changes, no big movements. The water has not overflowed or changed color. Let's inspect. There's not really any impurities in the water. So what's last is to check the taste, okay? Sure enough, the water has become sweeter, and you can try it right here. Here you go. Just try a little bit. You'll see for yourself. And that points to a transmuter. So I think we can determine. We have a transmuter on our hands. Very good. Now that we have that figured out, though, I could tell you a little bit about transmuters. See if you could find yourself in that description, because the Nen types are loosely or can be loosely related to stuff like personality. Transmuters can be quite unique. They can be a little bit they can be very interesting people and a little bit mysterious. So yes, transmuters, they can be very unique. They are quite adaptive and transformative. as people. So how you can maybe develop your abilities further is really try to think about your aura and feel your nen. Try to feel, what does it feel like to you? Is it kind of like light? Is it like sound, or maybe like electricity? Who knows? Try to sense and visualize your own aura. And through that, maybe you can figure out more what kind of skill you want to develop. Usually the skills that people develop will be tied to their personality or their life experiences as well. So it really is all up to you. And another thing, right, we did determine your main nen type, but you see there are these lines connecting the different types. So for you as a transmuter, you will have an easier time learning skills within the enhancer and the conjurer category as well, because these are closer related, right? And this isn't to say that you maybe can't learn like an emitter technique, but it might take you a bit longer, or it might be a bit harder to learn an emitter technique, for example, because it is a little bit further away. Okay, so this isn't to pin you down into what abilities you must learn, but just to give you options, okay? With hard work and perseverance, a lot of things are possible. Yes. Oh, are you curious about my own nen proclivities? Yes. Well, you might have guessed already, but we saw with the nen test as a manipulator, what we do is we can really control things and people. This could be a little scary, I know, but I'm not controlling you right now. My nen ability and skill is in fact related to calming you down more so than anything. I can feel your aura. I can sense it, and through that, I might be able to sense tension, discomfort, and then ease that tension or discomfort. Okay? If you want a practical demonstration, I can help with that. But that is just one part. I've also been able to develop some other skills when it comes to sound specifically. So maybe a practical demonstration is in order, yes. Only if you would like. Again, this will not harm you. But you do kind of have to trust me just a little bit on this, okay? Do you trust me? By the way, that was one of my constraints. Some nen users apply constraints to themselves to greatly enhance their abilities. When these constraints are met, they can enhance their abilities to achieve greater effects. One of my constraints that I've demonstrated just now is consent. My relaxation technique can be greatly enhanced if you gave me consent. If you're on board with it. Okay. Let's see. aura to me is not something to be tightly restricted, but something that can be guided gently. Gently. There we go. You should be feeling a little bit more relaxed by now. Yes? But if you would like, I can show you even another use of my ability. And that is manipulating objects. As I apply my nen, the object's innate relaxation potential can greatly increase. That was just a little demonstration. But if you would like, I have one final technique I can show you. Now this one is sure to relax you, and if anything is sure to put you to sleep. Okay? If I have your permission, I can put you to sleep. Yes. Perfect. This is a combination technique. A combination of the aura manipulation and the sound manipulation. The sound frequencies that my nen is able to manipulate can penetrate deep into your skull, and they're just the right frequencies for you to be relaxed.
scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Trickle down, trickle down.